My definition of collaboration would be probably having a mutual respect between like the leader and the followers, or so in my major of business management, this would be between the manager and the employees. So we've been going over this thing called management by objective, where it talks about how managers sit down with the employees to discuss their goals for the upcoming few months, and so that really encourages collaboration between the managers and the employees.
My definition of collaboration is working together with a diverse group of people to get a desired result. It can be in different types of areas, like in customer service, in the business world, or just as simple as like a school project like we're doing right now.
My definition of collaboration is a group of people who can work together with different strengths and weaknesses, and everybody can balance each other out to ultimately finish what their plans were.
My definition of collaboration would be just a group of people coming together for a common goal or cause. It's really simple, but I guess like on a deeper level would probably have something to do more with, I had to use the word collaboration in the definition, but like collaborating with people who have different ideas, different values, different backgrounds, all coming together to be one cohesive unit.
My definition of collaboration is a group of individuals who come together for a main goal, or who come together to accomplish something that's special.
To me, collaboration is about people working together to achieve a common goal and finding a way to communicate effectively.
The characteristics that make a successful leader is to take charge, be assertive, and be willing to learn from their peers.
I think the characteristics that make a successful leader are number one, being selfless, not asking somebody to do something that you wouldn't do yourself, and probably honesty, just being straightforward with the people who you report to and the people who you report that reporting to, the people that are below you, just to be straightforward with them and tell them what's going on with certain projects and whatnot.
A successful leader, I think, is someone who's able to work with people really well. And as a public relations major, this is really huge for me. It's super important to be able to collaborate and have a respect for other people and their opinions and their ideas.
Probably empathy, I think, is a big one, being able to relate to your followers, because if you can't relate to them, then they're not really going to respect you. And another one would be having a high risk tolerance, so being able to take risks, not too many risks, but just enough, or that you'll be able to come up with new ideas and stuff like that.
I have several aspects or several characteristics that I think make a great leader, which is a positive attitude, commitment, honesty, trustworthy, caring, and respectful. And out of all of those, I think being trustworthy is probably the most important one. I think if you can't trust somebody, how can you work with them?
I think one of the main ones would have to be communication. Another would have to be having accountability for the decisions that you make. Having great decision-making skills is another one. Just being creative and inspiring and allowing other ideas from different people and just being open.
A challenge that I face as a leader is probably trying to keep everybody motivated and wanting to do the same thing. I think if you have a big group and there's more people working on a project, some people tend to lose focus and motivation, and reminding them that they are important and are valued and everything for the project is probably key.
One challenges I face as a leader is communication. You could be a great communicator, but the other person that you're trying to communicate with might not be. So it's just trying to find different ways to find their way they communicate, just try to express how to get a job done or how a better way to get something completed.
The challenge is, currently I am the vice president of my fraternity, and we just celebrated our first year on campus Sunday. So during the time, it's been pretty hard to start, but I think just getting people on the same page has been the hardest part, because you have different ideas that want to compete for, that whatever that is, whether that's, a lot of academics, a lot of social events, a lot of brotherhood events. You all have to get them together and be like, hey, all of those are good, but we need to do this, this, and this. And they just taught me a lot about, myself, my decision making, listening to people, where they're coming from and what needs to be done.
Probably this would be getting people on the same page. Communication is a big thing, especially when you're working with lots of groups of people. So everyone needs to be on the same page, and people don't always receive information the same way. So you need to be able to make sure that everyone understands and regroup and check in with everyone a lot and just make sure everyone knows what's going on.